All right, so
Now we're in the fantasy realm.
We got to talk about the episode 4, 5, and 6 of Vox Machina. Okay, so this is my joy in life, this show.
Yeah, I know, right?
It
makes me so happy to watch.
I can't wait to talk about episode 5, but we got to talk about episode 4.
We got to start with 4.
Okay, so episode 4, you find Vox Machina and Terry traveling to Destock. Is that how you say it?
His
dad's homeland.
Yeah.
In this air balloon. And Terry's still great. Like, I love Terry.
Terry is growing on me every day.
Oh, and his character arc change.
Like Athlete's Foot, dude, it's growing on me every day.
Episode 6, his arc change is fucking phenomenal. So they get there, and his dad is this... He looks very similar to Terry.
Yeah.
But he looks at Terry and is like, you're a fucking idiot. And you're back.
Everything he says to Terry is deriding in one way or another.
But that makes you love Terry. Yeah. You're like, okay, so this kid...
So this is where you came from.
Yeah. And you have been literally spending your life trying to gain your father's approval, and that's why you're an obnoxious douchebag. Yeah. Because you have so low self-esteem.
You're such a tryhard because your dad made you into a tryhard.
Dude, it was...
His dad...
Such a great character change.
Voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson, also known as...
I forgot about that.
Kamek.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know he was Kamek, too. God damn, dude.
It's crazy range on that guy.
That's crazy. I fucking love it.
I love Kevin Michael Richardson. Classic Shredder. Played Shredder for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Anyway, no, I love this episode because we get, like, this cool, like, split off, right? So you have all of the stuff with Terry and trying to win over Vox Machina. And the dad is like
Gog over Vox Machina.
The dad loves Vox Machina just as much as Terry does.
Yes.
And so then they're like, well, there's some shit going on. There's something going on.
Yes.
Let's create a diversion. Percy, you go distract, and Grog, you go too.
They go there because at the end of the 3rd episode, when they're attacked by the bad guys are using a crystal that they have not seen.
Yes.
And they know, Terry knows his dad knows about this crystal.
Yeah.
And he knows it came from their homeland, so that's why they're going.
So we're going to go check it out.
Yes.
And so Terry's dad says, I don't know anything about that. I guess that's from that mine that I shut down like a year ago. I don't know anything about it. And they're like, And so send Percy and Grog off to distract him while Vex and Vax break into his little sanctuary, which has the skull of Umbrasyl in it, which is crazy.
Which is nuts.
Fucking nuts. And meanwhile, Pike and Keyleth have their own little adventure trying to distract the butler from everything going on, including a pregnancy scare.
Oh my god.
Amazing. The way Pike just starts playing along, everything you want to see. Just so good. You can see the dice roll in front of you. Like, it's so good watching this happen.
And so when Keyleth sprays water on Pike's crotch, it says, oh my god, your water broke.
Your water broke.
She's like, dude, what
I am pregnant, aren't I?
And then when Vex sees her for the first time and says, what the fuck is wrong?
Why is your pants wet?
Holy fuck.
Long story. I love it.
That was so fucking brilliant.
So good. So Vex and Vax, of course, find the secret ledger that says that this mine is, of course, being used to mine this new stone that is being used for this shadow magic. And Terry is also there for this revelation. But
Terry still is making up
denial.
Excuses.
He's like, I can't believe my father's rivals are doing this to him. And everybody's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me,
pretty much
dude.
slapping him, like, wake up, you fuck.
And so they go off to this mine to try and figure out what's going on. Meanwhile, Percy is trying to distract old man Winter's over here, and he is just going on and on. He has this Darrington has this whole wall of cameras,
like surveillance mirrors,
and so he has to. Grog and Percy have to move quickly to try and cover their tracks.
And this is what I love about this is sometimes the show delves so deep into the nerd.
Yeah.
And when Terry's dad pulls out the deck of cards
of infinite possibilities,
dude, I'm like, that is the nerdiest fucking. Yeah. I was like smiling from ear to ear.
He pulls out it's like this deck where it could be anything. It could be good or bad.
Yeah,
it could kill you. Like you could die.
Yeah,
anytime you use it. Darrington flips over a card and all the silver spills out of his pocket. He's like, it's silver.
It's silver.
Whatever. And Grog pulls one and it turns into a unicorn. You're like, wow, a unicorn. And then the unicorn becomes, shall we say, vicious?
Yeah, like a demon corn. Dude.
Shooting magic everywhere. Oh my god. So
they end up getting into this. The unicorn's destroying everything. Terry's father's loving it.
He's having the time of his life.
It's the greatest thing. But during the fight, and then they finally get the unicorn, they kill it. But when they kill it, it's right in front of the mirror showing
The Vox Machina is breaking into his mind.
And he's like, what the fuck? And so he uses this totem, which originally he threw away, even though...
it made me wonder if he does or doesn't know what he has. I think he knows.
I think he knows.
He knows everything he has. He just doesn't care.
I think he was
it.
playing it off.
Yeah.
And so he gets them
caught in stones. He basically gives him stone bending.
Dude.
And Grog is trapped with this dead unicorn.
The ending of that.
This has been my life for 3 hours.
Oh my god. So all this fight happens, and Vox Machina ends up trapping Terry's dad. Well, Terry traps his dad.
They go through this whole thing where they're in the mine. There's this big fight. They fight this big robot. Terry steps up because it was based on his design. It turns out that he designed all these automatons.
And you find out he's an actual genius.
He's a genius.
An absolute genius.
And his dad stole his plans. He's like, who could have done this? And everybody's like, are you fucking kidding? And so his dad confronts him, and he like immediately traps him.
Yes.
And he's like, I'm not going to listen to you anymore. And everybody's like, wow. Wow, look at the big balls on Brett.
So they go back to his dad's office and they break in. And fucking Percy is banging on the rock. And in the background, Grog has the unicorn's head.
He's cradling the unicorn's head.
He's like, I love you. And he's talking.
I love you, Uni. Oh, Kortney, you were always my favorite.
Oh, I was fucking
This has been my life for 3 hours.
I was laughing so fucking hard.
And so that's where it leaves off. And you're like, oh, so we're going to go and find out what's going on with these stones. Yes, but...
Dude.
Episode 5 opens.
Episode 5 is one of the greatest episodes of television.
Episode 5 opens with Grog being laid down on a slab.
Yes.
And Vex and Vax arguing. And Percy and Keyleth and Pike arguing.
Yes.
And something clearly having gone wrong. And you're like, what the fuck is going... I thought we were going to... I thought we were getting answers. What happened?
Yeah.
Well, 5 hours earlier.
Yes. and it's Percy laying out a plan.
Yeah, he
just
has a
like
heist
George
plan.
Clooney.
Yeah.
And then the opening credits are Ocean 11 credits. Yeah. And I'm like, this is going to be the greatest episode ever.
This is so great.
Dude.
And so they go through, they're breaking into this basically like super library religious order.
It's a magician religious vault.
And so they're breaking in. They have a book that will tell them about the Whispered One because that's what Pike had a big vision.
Yep.
And that told her like, oh, the Whispered One. Okay, so we got to go look for the Whispered One. They break into this place. And to do this, they break off into a few different teams.
Yes.
And so you have Pike is playing the Grease Man, who was the Asian acrobat in Ocean's 11.
And so she's in a crate underneath this item
plate
that Terry is bringing to donate.
He's donating it.
Yes.
As Barry Barryington.
Barry Barryington.
Which is my favorite trope. One of my favorite tropes is when someone has to come up with a name and they take a real name and they just change the first 2 letters.
Yes.
The one that I always think of is The Good Place when they need to come up with a name for one of the guys breaking into heaven. And he's a big Jaguars fan. And they're like, not Blake Bortles. And he says, Jake Jordals!
Jake Jordals.
It's like, Barry Barrington. All right. And so they go in, they're giving this thing over, and immediately people are like, what's going on with this?
But what I love is Terry beforehand, he's like, I'm a great actor. I'm the best actor. I can definitely do this. And he's completely blowing it.
Yeah.
Until the head of the order is like, well, I will take your chest down. And then all of a sudden, dramatically, he breaks into the story. And it's
breaks into the story about flaming dolphins in a sea of fire.
Oh, my God.
And it's just like
great.
amazing. Because he's explaining how he got this breastplate that reflects fire.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, all right. So Vex and Vax, they get this potion of truth. And they're going to use it.
No, it's a necklace of truth.
Yes. And they're going to use it. They get all this stuff from Gilmore at the beginning of the episode. And so Vex and Vax have this thing, and then Pike has a potion of intelligence.
And I do love how Gilmore so desperately wants to fuck Terry.
Yeah.
And Terry at the end's like, okay.
All right, if that's the deal. All right, if that's all it's going to take.
I love it.
But they have these 2 items.
Yes.
And Vex and Vax are going to use the one item to get the lock so that they can get Pike and Grog out of the vault, because what they need is in the vault, so they're sneaking Grog and Pike into the vault. They're going to find the thing. Pike's going to drink this potion, get really smart, learn where everything is, learn what's going on, and then report back after they break them back out of the vault when all this happens.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Keyleth and Percy are in charge of turning off the security system for the vault so that, the magic creature that is protecting it doesn't get activated.
Yes.
Also, there's an anti-magic field, so they can't use any magic, which includes getting Grog out of the magical Pokeball that he's in.
Exactly.
So anyway, all these wheels are spinning,
great.
and you're watching all these things happen, and inevitably everything goes wrong. So Vex and Vax do get a guy.
Yes.
And they get uniforms, and they get the combination, but the potion of truth or whatever it is that they use,
because Vex puts it around her neck,
also
and it
affects
affects both of them.
It creates a field that is following them.
Yeah, so the secret that Vex is married to Percy, she tells Vex, and then he gets pissed at her, but then tells her his secret that he's dying.
That he's dying.
And it just creates this whole fucking thing.
My favorite is when they're walking along, and Vex just kind of offhandedly says, you know, that outfit makes you look good. And Vex says, your outfit makes you look dumpy.
Yes!
And she's like, what?
And you're like, wait a second.
Wait a minute.
And then you see the glow, and you're like, oh
shit.
Fuck.
And it's just like...
it's a better version of the joke they were trying to do in Justice League when Aquaman was sitting on her Wonder Woman's lasso and starts saying how hot she is. That was a bad way to do it. This was a great way to do it. It was
because
so
it keeps
good.
coming up, and then they go, shit.
Yes.
And so they say something. They're like, some guy comes up to them, and he's like, why aren't you at your post? And they're like, because we're breaking into the vault. Shit!
I love it so much.
It's just so good. Every time it's so good. So as if this wasn't fun enough,
yes,
Keyleth and Percy have kind of the least plot line, which is still interesting, but they go in, they break into the security system, and Percy is supposed to coach Keyleth through all this, but then he gets accosted by a fan.
Of Scanlan!
It turns out Scanlan has a traveling show.
Yes!
Which includes all of Vox Machina.
Yes!
And this guy needs to know about the fancy fop in the White Tower.
Oh my god.
And
so this makes me even more, I can't wait to see Scanlan.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
I can't fucking wait!
And so that all goes to shit.
Yeah.
So now the security system isn't working, so Keyleth just breaks it. And so that activates the monster in the garage. And so they're like, okay, well, we can at least get Grog out of the Pokeball, and we can start doing the thing. Pike almost blows out her back trying to do it on her own.
Yes.
And then Grog, when he gets out of the Pokeball, is like, oh god, it smells so bad in there. And he drinks the potion of understanding.
Because he's so thirsty.
And so he immediately is like,
it's like that episode of The Simpsons when Homer gets the crayon pulled
Taken
out of his
brain.
hat and he's smart all of a sudden.
Yeah. My favorite is when he gives Pike the gauntlets that make her big.
Oh my god.
And she grows
she's
to
like,
Grog size.
Yeah.
She grows just to Grog size.
Yeah.
Like she's only as big as Grog now. And so now Grog is going off and learning all the things and being really smart.
But she loves being
big and
size.
strong.
Oh, yeah.
And so there's this whole thing of like, okay, so now Grog has to learn all of this stuff about what's going on. And Smart Grog is one of my favorite things.
He's so fucking
It's so
great.
good.
He's
I
so
love
great.
Travis Willingham, and I love Smart Grog.
It's amazing.
We're going to talk about Fjord when we talk about Mighty Nine.
Yeah.
Same guy, same voice.
Guy. Yep.
And just same character in a lot of ways. Like smarter versions of the same character.
Yep.
But I love Smart Grog. I think that's so funny. And so all of this collapses in on itself.
Yep.
They end up running out of the temple because Keyleth basically says, fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm done with subtlety. We are getting out of here. We are getting everybody out of here right fucking now. And they do. They get out. And that's when we meet them. Grog is unconscious. He's been slapped on the table. Vex and Vex are fighting. Percy, Keyleth, and Pike are at each other's throats about what happened and what went wrong. And then Grog wakes up. And he's like, oh my god, give me a pencil because I have 68 seconds before I'm dumb again.
But even their escape, like the head of the order is like, no one escapes this area. But then what's her face turns into the earth, and just starts breaking through fucking
Keyleth
walls.
is just like, I'm fucking done.
Yeah, I'm getting everyone the fuck out of here.
We are done. God. This is over. We are getting out of here. Subtlety be damned. We are done here.
It's so good.
It's so good. And I love that moment where Terry at the beginning of the episode, still tied to a chair.
Yeah.
He just looks at it and it's like from heroes to zeros. And it's just like this is his first experience of seeing what happens when things go wrong with Vox Machina. And things still worked out.
Yeah, they still got the information they needed.
I love the opening of episode 6 where Grog is explaining everything with the whispered one.
Yep.
And he's going through the whole story, and then he gets to like the 2/3 point in the story, and his eyes start going in different directions. And he's like, no, it's gone. It's gone. I don't know. It's gone.
Oh, it was so fucking great.
And so, but Pike had this vision of a gnome that looked a lot like her.
Yep.
And so she's like, let's go talk to my grandpa. And everybody else is like, okay, we're going to go back to Whitestone and try and figure out some shit.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of shit happening, and we got to figure this shit out. Percy in particular is interested in the spinning orb of doom.
And he thinks he knows a way to contain it.
Yes.
Yes.
And so, because apparently, according to Grog, the spinning orb of doom is more like the Phantom Zone than anything else. They sucked the whispered one into this necromancer-proof orb that sucks up all magic, and they all died doing it. And Pike's ancestor had Mythcarver. And it's like, okay, so we are going to find Scanlan, because Scanlan has Mythcarver.
Yes.
So you have the A team and the B team. You have Pike and Grog, which you think is the B team. They go off.
Yeah, they're
the ones that actually find the adventure.
Yes.
Everybody else just goes back to Whitestone, and they're just like, I don't know what's going on. But I love this.
It's perfect.
You have Vex and Keyleth decide that they're going to talk about all the things that have been going on.
Drunk.
And they're going to get fucking wasted doing it.
Yes.
And then you have Vax and Percy and Terry are down in the crypt trying to figure out what's going on with the ziggurat and everything.
This tension between Vax and Percy because Vax is mad that Percy didn't tell him about the wedding, and then you find out he's mad because he couldn't be there.
He's mad because Percy thinks he's mad because he thinks Vax attributes his curse to Percy being brought back.
Yes.
Vax says, that has nothing to do with anything, and I would do it again. The problem is that I missed this incredibly important moment in my sister's life, and I'm going to miss every other moment after, too.
And you could see how much, and what I love about this is you could truly see how much Vax loves Percy.
Yeah.
And he's like, I would do it in a heartbeat because I fucking love you.
That's who I am.
I'm happy you're my brother type of thing, and...
I don't have the hang-ups that you have about this. That's one of the things I love about Vax, is he just has like this almost samurai focus.
Yes.
Of like, Keyleth comes up to him and says, why don't you talk to the matron about your curse? And he's like, because it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
And Vax comes up to him and says, why don't you do this? And he says, because it doesn't work that way. And Percy says, but you're so mad at me. And he's like, I would do it again. That's not what I'm mad about. That has nothing to do with what I'm mad about. This isn't an interpersonal relationship thing. This has everything to do with what I won't be here.
And that's what I love about this writing is any other story would have that interpersonal thing. This isn't that. And it takes such a high road, and I fucking love it. And even the Vex and Keyleth, when they get wasted and they decide they're going to go to the temple and they're going to talk to the fucking...
Yeah.
They're like, we're not going to fuck around. We're going to go give her a piece of our mind. Yeah. It's like, God damn, son.
No, I love that. I love that whole dual storyline. I just love the relationships between all these characters.
Oh, it's all wonderful. These
characters. It's just so great watching them interact, and like you can see the love that the voice actors have for each other in the performances for the characters. So while all this is happening, there's a new cult back in Western that Pike...
Which we don't know is actually connected to
the Whispered one.
The Whispered one.
And so they go back, and there's this very sweet moment where they run into Henry Winkler.
Yes, Pike's grandfather.
And he is like, I love Grog like a son. You're my son.
Oh, that's
Here's
the best.
this locket showing that you're my son. And he has this new girlfriend, and she's weird, and Pike doesn't trust her, and there's something weird going on. They're going to church tonight.
This reminded me a lot of that part in the Dungeons & Dragons Honor of Thieves movie, where you have Bradley Cooper, and he's in love with all these tall women, because this woman is much bigger than him, but it's all sexual.
Yeah, it's all sex.
Oh, this is kind of weird.
Yeah, and Pike is just like, I don't need to know anything about this.
Yeah.
So they all go to church. And Andy Sirkis, of all people, is holding mass as Gideon. It's always a guy named Gideon.
It's always a guy named Gideon.
The name Gideon is just cursed. It's like Damien. It's just cursed. And so Gideon
ends up being
the guy behind all of this.
He's the head honcho, man.
He's the guy running the show. How much is he running the show?
Andy Sirkis.
At the end of everything, so there's this whole rigmarole where Pike's grandfather is going to be sacrificed into the cult by his girlfriend, who is convinced that the only way to save him from the illness he has.
Lung.
He has this illness that's going around town that's based off of Umbersil's continued presence in the town by his just like the essence of what he left behind. And
it's like, imagine if you vape every second of the day for a year.
Yeah, it's super
That's
TB.
what it does to your lung.
It's super TB. Yeah. Like, Pike heals a girl that has it, and she gets sick again within minutes.
Yeah.
And so Pike's grandfather is going to die. Pop. And his new girlfriend is going to sacrifice him to the Whispered One so he can join the cult. And Pike and Grog are like, we're not doing that. There's this whole fight scene. Pop has this heartfelt moment with Grog.
Oh my God.
Where he's just like, you just got to get out of here. Because they're in the middle of this burning cornfield. And he's like, you're going to die if you're here, son. You got to go. You got to go. And Pike finally pulls them both out of the fire. And Pop is just like, is Grog okay? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, are you okay? It's like, yeah.
And then he dies.
And then, who should show up but who they call the Necrotic Ninja?
Yep.
And she comes in and she kills all the cult people
because
that were
she's
doing
pissed.
this.
She goes, "You're fucking.
You weren't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
This wasn't the way this works. You don't get to use the god for what you want. That's not the way any of this works." And so she kills all these people, including Pop's girlfriend.
Yep.
And then she stares at Pike and she says, "You're not going to die today, but you're going to die soon." And then disappears. And then we see later on, bum, 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 it's fucking Delilah from season 1.
Yep.
Has finally fulfilled her oath to the Whispered One and is following Gideon around. And she is the necrotic ninja, but she is not running the show. Gideon is running the show.
And it's fucking Andy Sirkis. It's like, I love this show so much.
It's
like,
so good.
I can't put into words how much I love this show.
It's so good. I love it so much because, like, when we were talking at the beginning of the show about pacing, during all that stuff with Pike, we're constantly cutting back and forth to Whitestone and seeing what's going on with these other personal relationships of these characters. We care so much about both storylines that it doesn't feel like there's so many moments in TV now where I'm like, no, I want to know what's going on with that. I don't care about Matt's ex-girlfriend psychologist who's turning into Muse. I don't care about that. I want to know more about this. In this situation, I care just as much about both storylines. I care about Vax and Percy talking about things while Terry solves, because Terry, of course, becoming the genius that he is, solves the problem.
He solves the problem by, and unfortunately, he
has to sacrifice his robot.
His robot in order to do it. But you're right. He strips off all his clothes first because he has all these magical
stones
ornaments on him that is affecting the procedure. But then he puts the stones on this thing Percy creates, and he does fix the problem.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy fuck.
He finds a way to steal the Phantom.
But listen, like, when he makes that change in front of Percy and Vax, where he starts speaking, like, insanely intelligently about things, and they're like, holy fuck.
Holy shit. And he's like, I built the robot, though, right?
Yeah.
Nobody built the robot for me. I built the robot.
Absolutely.
And so it's just like, okay, all right, I'll buy it, absolutely.
Unbelievable.
And so, but like as we're going back and forth between these three storylines, you never feel like there's this division of attention on any of them, and it just everything about it is so fulfilling, and it comes together in such a harmonious way, and I just absolutely love it. And there's just these beautiful moments. Keyleth screaming at the matron of Ravens.
Oh my god!
About how she doesn't want to be left alone, and how upset she is that the one person she loves is going to leave her, and Vex being like, "Hey, I'll be here."
And then I love she pukes, and then Keyleth's like, "Well, it's not
wasn't me this time."
I fucking love it. But no, I agree with you, and I think the thing that I love the most about the show is in different shows and movies that has groups like this, there's always that, well, we're family. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the first time that it truly feels like a family.
Yeah.
And I think that's the part that makes me miss Scanlon the most, because the interaction between him and Pike is I miss that interaction.
You miss the horny uncle.
He is. You really do. The horny uncle, the one that, will do the crazy thing when you need it to be crazy.
But he'll still cheer you up.
Yeah.
He'll still leave you with a song in your heart and a spring in your step.
But like, I could see this group and it's the whole thing of like with me and my friends. I don't see some of my closest friends for a year or 2 years, but when we see each other, it's we're family and we love each other. And this with the start of this season where most of them had not seen each other for a year, and they come together and it's this loving family still. And it's like, I love that so much about this show.
No, it's so great. The writing in this show is the key. The writing and the characters. You can see, again, this is why passion will always trump producing.
Yes.
Passion is so much more important than production.
Yes.
Because when you have a bunch of producers trying to craft the perfect story, you get Mandalorian Season 3.
Yep.
You get Daredevil Born Again. You get any number of these series that like are overproduced, kind of just they lose their way, they lose their focus. Anything Simpsons Season 15 after. They just don't know what they're doing. They're just throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks after years of success. Like, it's just, there's no way for them to understand. Whereas, if you just have a very passionate person with an extremely focused idea of what they want to do, Marvel, you've had a few of these people come through and you chase them out the door every time. That's how you get the really good shit.
Yeah.
Deadpool, Vox Machina, these things that people have spent years crafting this storyline. They've been wanting to do this for so long. They know exactly what they're going to do with these characters, and then they go out and they execute on it, and it's perfect.
This show exemplifies going off of what you were just saying. This is my Superman 77 compared to Man of Steel.
Yeah.
This has heart.
Yeah.
The other one is just a bunch of noise and a bunch of shit thrown together because that's what they think people want.
Things you're supposed to have in it.
This has heart, and it has feeling, and it has love, but it also has the humor, and it has the action. It has everything you want in a story. And like I keep telling my son, I can't wait till I can show you these. You know, and I don't necessarily want to keep him from these because of the violence and the swearing as much as, you know, he's seen, obviously we had the
Mortal Kombat.
He is very much anti, as of this point in his life, like nudity and sex.
He doesn't know how to deal with those feelings.
Yeah, so the fact that it doesn't have a lot of that, but it has some of that.
It has enough.
It has enough where I don't think he would like it.
Season 3 has quite a little bit of sex at some point.
It does. It does. And even the beginning of season 1 with Scanlan and the
bar.
The shop owner's daughter or whatever. It has enough of that but like, I know that when that day comes that I can show him these, same with like the Castlevania series, he's going to be fucking beyond in love with it.
Exactly.
And I can't wait. Like, as a parent, you always have those moments where you can't wait to show somebody something. I cannot wait to show him these.
Yeah. No,
especially as big into D&D as he is. Like, this is, if you listening to us right now enjoy D&D, enjoy role-playing games, and have not seen this yet, get off your fucking ass and fucking watch these.
It's amazing.
This is D&D.
It is. Well, this is fantasy. This is what fantasy should be.
Oh, absolutely.
This is like, we were watching a review of someone watched Black Cauldron for the first time.
Oh,
and
nice.
their big takeaway was that it was too derivative of other fantasy things. And I'm just looking at this and I'm like, well, you don't have that problem here.
No.
This isn't derivative of shit.
Nope.
This is like, you do whatever you want. There are rules in the world and you abide by those rules, but you can tell whatever story you want within those boundaries.
Yep.
And it's just great. And the boundaries are soft. Like, Percy, by D&D lore, would be a warlock.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have the usual warlock things.
No,
he has
it's like
gun.
a steampunk warlock type of thing.
Instead of having like a whatever the warlock move is, Infernal Bane or whatever it is, he has a gun.
Yeah.
Like that, but it's essentially just the same thing. And it's just like, it's so good, and it captures the ideas of fantasy and D&D so fully and so much better. I talked about this last week. I won't go into it again, but just like comparing this to some of the Marvel stuff and other things where the superhero stuff is like so buried in there that you can barely find it. It's there for like 10 minutes at the end of the episode. Whereas this is like straight up from the beginning, it's fantasy.
Yeah.
Like right off the top, it's fantasy. Every episode is fantasy. Even though episode 5, which had all of this, you know, heist stuff in it, was still fantasy based. It was still based in the idea of this being a fantasy heist.
I agree.
Great.
So great. Well, folks, episode 195 is in the books. Nerdpod Generations. That was fun.
That was a great one.
Oh man, it was great. I really enjoyed it. I can't believe we talked as long as we did.
I know.
That's you'll for those of you who are new to our show, you'll notice that we do have some shows where we actually go past 2 hours. It's just because we can't shut up.
Yeah, no.
Like, we're on a hard out right now, so I think that's the only reason we're shutting
we could
up.
probably go on a little
But
longer.
anyways, Nerdpod Generations 195 is in the books. Make sure to go to nerdpodgen.com. And when you're there, you'll see lovely artwork on our main page. Al, who does our artwork and our music?
Our art is by Kortney Howell. Our music is by Brendan Williams and James Connolly. I am Alfred Judson.
And I am Steve Taylor.
And until next week, friends and enemies, we're going to finish Vox Machina.
Yes.
We're going to have one more episode before we go on hiatus.
Yes.
It's going to be a party and a half.
I
We'll probably
cannot
talk
wait.
Mighty 9 too, so come back.
Oh my God, I can't wait to talk Monday night.
Have a great week, friends and enemies.
Peace.